Okay, so welcome back to another edition of the Nerdcast. My name is Dan Shessel, and today on the Nerdcast, we have none other than Trina Shessel.
Hi.
I
suppose I should actually talk.
Actually, I feel like we need a cheering, cheer track or something.
People will just have to cheer.
Yay, Trina! And we also have none other than Samantha Woods.
Samantha?
Yeah, I say
Again.
Samantha. All right. I am just going to quickly switch phone jacks because that's how we roll on this Nerdcast. Professional, like.
We can't afford extra headphone jacks.
It's either that or I switch headphones entirely. But
we can't afford headphones.
Well, you know, as we roll under the Nerdcast, I have my phone in a selfie stick shoved in the table, right?
Yeah,
we're all classy here.
Super high professionalism at its highest.
Yes.
So on this week, we're going to be talking a little bit more about Animethon because that just happened recently. So we'll be talking about that, and we'll be talking about some of the stuff that's going on around the city, because that's what we do. We like to talk about Edmonton and some of the culture that surrounds this area. So we'll be doing that a little bit later on the show as well. But first off, I'd like to ask everyone around the table, how was your week? So Trina, how was your week?
I have no idea.
Okay, Samantha, how was your week?
Busy.
You
I don't know.
look a little stressed out from that the whole sewing thing you got going on there.
It's a little insane. I'm having these moments where I'm like, oh my god, what am I actually doing with my life? I have 168 meters of fabric for this dress.
Did you actually buy all your fabric already?
September's gonna be a good month though. Yeah, I bought all the fabric.
You actually got it all?
We got it all. We had to. It was Fabric Fund did their 50% off clearance, whenever Mel's birthday was. That was that weekend. And it was like, okay, so either buy it now or we pay double the price in a couple weeks when we have everything. So it was buy it now. So we bought all the fabric for our costumes.
Wow. Now I don't want to talk too much about
guys.
What it is, but it seems like an awful lot.
Did you guys freeze? Oh, you froze a little bit on me.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think it might be on your end.
I switched last time and it was my phone. Like my iPad was being all weird, and then we switched to my phone and that worked. So this time I was like, oh, I'll just start with my phone.
It's actually better with your phone this time than it is with your iPad.
iPad. I don't know.
You do cut cut in and out a little bit, but it's all right.
Well, you kind of your internet connection too.
That's
more than it's off, and I don't have the password.
Oh.
Anyways, I don't know what happened on my screen there. Anyways, So, Trina.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to you. How was your week?
It was okay, I think.
It was okay.
I remember going to the beach while everybody else worked, so that was fun.
That's nice, eh?
Yeah, it was a good day.
Which beach did you go to?
I took the kids to Allen Beach. It's about 10 minutes west of Stony Plain. It was a nice little beach right close to the city, so we enjoyed it.
That's awesome. Now, all right. So for myself, I had an opportunity to go down to the Gamers Lodge this past week, where I got to do a little bit of a nerd networking event that Kelly from the Nerd List invited me to come down and kind of check things out. It was really great to actually meet a lot of people who are predominant in the nerd or geek community, I guess, so to say. So we had people like from all sorts of different places. I should have had all this stuff written down. I should write things down a lot more. It's probably what I should do. It would probably help me a lot in my future endeavors. But yes, I did have a lot of cards that I kind of kept, and we'll probably have a lot of people on in the next little while because of it. So yeah, that was pretty good. And then I got this Tuesday, I get to go to another thing that Kelly is putting on, which is like some sort of escape room thing. I don't.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. Again, I don't know anybody who's going to this thing, and so it should be interesting. He's dubbing this the Suicide Squad, the Nerd Suicide Squad. Yeah, it should be fun. And then on top of that, what else do we got kind of planned?
We went to Animethon.
Well, we did go to Animethon.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. But there was some other stuff that we got kind of going on, but that'll be the next little while. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. We didn't do any RPG last week, so no RPG. But other than that, everything is rolling along.
Sam, did you have a chance to see Suicide Squad yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Jordan and I said we were going to go together. So I'm waiting for us to have time, so I'm probably going to see it in like December, how actually, Reg and I were thinking about going to his birthday's this weekend. So we're thinking about going to go see Ghostbusters, and then we want to go to the Fringe, actually. Which is cool.
Yeah, Fringe is
I have a
coming
lot
up
of friends who are in a lot of Fringe plays. I want to go see the Red Shirt Diaries. It's supposed to be good.
We have a friend that's in that one, actually.
Who's in that one?
Danielle.
Who's your friend?
Oh, I didn't know she was actually in that one.
I think she is. She was in the last one they did.
Maybe she is.
I don't know.
We'll find out. I know she's part of the whole rapid fire theater.
My friend's Beverly Crusher in it.
Ooh.
Beverly Cleary or something is her name. Oh. It's gonna be good times.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the shows that are upcoming in this year's Fringe. There's a lot that's actually.
We probably won't get to see any of that.
Oh man, it drives me crazy that I don't get to go to the Fringe more often and actually get to. I love the Fringe. It's so much fun.
Do you?
I do.
Didn't you just?
Well, apparently, so time, 2 just found this out because ATB sponsors part of the Fringe or whatever. I get half-price tickets. I work for them.
Hook us up.
I'm totally doing that this year.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not that they're really that expensive to start with.
No, they're not. But I mean, still, I got to go this year. I got to go see some shows. Anyways, that's pretty much about it. Let's get into our news. I need news music.
Dun, dun.
I don't have news music.
News music. Woo.
People who are out there listening to this
podcast.
podcast.
No, what is nude music?
I just heard a bunch of nude.
Nude. Instead of news, that's what I heard. You said nude music.
Okay. Anyways, we'll keep going. If you are out there listening to this podcast,
wait. Which one of these people is your friend?
I can't
see. I think she's the one in yellow, maybe? I can't tell.
Yeah.
We'll discuss this after.
Yeah.
She might not be here for the Fringe, actually.
I have no idea.
Right, totally. It's rapid fire, right?
Yeah, it's rapid fire theater. And she did move up in the ranks. So maybe she's not a red shirt anymore. Anyways, let's continue on with our news items for this week. First off, we have. I got to get to my actual page. Star Wars is in talks.
Star Wars.
Well, because Star Wars is pretty much everything that we talk about on the show all the time. But Star Wars is in talk with ABC, or ABC is trying to make a Star Wars TV show possible. I think they're talking to Lucasfilms, and they're trying to talk to Disney and trying to work things out and bring Star Wars to TV in a live action TV show, not just an actual cartoon or something, but an actual live action show. So what are your thoughts? Do you think this is a good idea?
Nope.
Well, if they do it right.
If they do it right,
I think it's already getting to be too crazy.
But it's
too
more
much
Star Wars
everywhere.
Too much Star Wars everywhere. I mean, they do the movies well. Stick with what you know and do it well. They do the cartoons great.
Yeah, they do everything good. The comics are great. They're they're not all of them are knocking it out of the park, but they do a very good job with their comics. They've done a phenomenal job with their movies so far.
TV shows are just mini movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that the world is gonna say, okay, that's enough Star Wars at some point. It's gonna be too much.
I really hope that's not the case.
I mean, I'm
It's like-
starting to feel like that with superhero movies. Like, okay, that's enough superhero movies. There's TV shows. Come on.
But still, we go and watch the superhero movies.
Even when they're not good.
Yeah.
These Superman.
That was a bad movie. But still, I hold out hope
Yeah,
for
it's terrible.
for some good TV. And I love TV now because TV seems to be the new medium that they can do so much more with nowadays. And if you can bring a good Star Wars TV show like consistently.
Did they say anything about what the story would be at all?
No, they haven't. They're just in talks to make it make it a reality. Like this is very, very early stages at the moment. And it's sort of just I think it's just more of a rumor, but it's still it's a fairly refutable rumor. There's a lot of people reporting on this.
How many movies are they at now? Are they making that Han Solo trilogy too?
Yeah, they're making that. They're making. I mean, they're
doing,
doing all those in between movies, right? So every
Yeah.
year they're doing another movie.
But this Han Solo thing was supposed to be a trilogy. So is that another trilogy on top of the 6 that they're in production
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
So 9.
9.
9 movies and now a TV show.
Oh, there's more. There's more than that even. Like there's it's insane what they're trying to do. But yeah, like they got so much going on.
I mean, I guess it's a pretty big universe. You can tell a bunch of different stories in it, but
It's
I don't know if it would catch.
it's so big, like the amount of space that they have to play in. They don't have to. It's
Ching.
true. I know, but you can have it on one planet for heaven's sakes and have a still Star Wars feel.
I suppose. I don't know. It would have to be really well written, I think, for it to actually last for more than a season.
I think the way that they've been writing some of these TV shows, I think they would try to. I mean, Disney's got the money.
Yeah.
They would put the money into
ABC, hey?
an ABC.
I don't know. I don't know.
Was ABC the one that did Supergirl?
No, it was
No,
CBS.
CBS.
ABC does Once Upon a Time,
Okay.
which is good, but it's up and down. But the production quality's there. So, yeah. Anyway.
All right. So let's move on to another spacey sort of. What? I'm working on it. All right.
That was not a good transition.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was not a good
You
transition.
did not get the segue award tonight.
I didn't see you guys trying for it. But we'll talk about No Man's Sky a little bit as well.
From one side of space to another.
Yeah, another expansive universe to
Really?
another. Yeah. So, anyways, this is like No Man's Sky, the one with like the 10 jillion planets that you can.
Reg is
visit.
excited to play that.
I know a lot of people who are super excited to play this game. I am one of those people that is super excited to play this. Now, there's been a few copies, not very many, but there's been the odd couple that have made it out the door and into people's hands. And so there's one guy who said he's beat the game in 30 hours or something like that. I can't remember what it was, where he got to the center of the universe. But essentially, what's going on is that they're coming out with sort of like a day one patch, where they're actually going to make it so that the people who started their journeys already early will now have to sort of reset. They don't have to, but in order to gain the amazing things that they're coming out with this patch, like trading and the unique paths that you can go down, and even some of the rules of the universe, you will have to actually download this patch and you have to start it on a new save. So I'm curious on what you guys' thoughts are on this. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this a computer game or a console game?
Well, I think the company is doing what it like, stop the people from abusing free things or
Mhm.
things that they pirated or stolen.
Mhm.
So good on them for thinking around the block on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just totally cut out there, or you just stopped in your sentence. I'm not sure what happened there. Anyways, so yeah, I think it's good. I think that having the this
you
kind of
guys
a
frozen
patch.
me again.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. That was a very sad sounding Samantha on that end.
I think we lost
Yeah,
her.
we totally lost Samantha. Anyways, I'll continue on. I think having the chance to make it an even playing field for everybody who's involved in this game on day one is good, because I mean, essentially, people, we all want to start. They've made it so tight. They don't want to let out too much of what's actually going on or what's happening inside this game, that even the people like the press haven't got copies of this game. The press are only going to get copies or
So how did other people
like a
get
couple days
copies?
before everybody else.
They like hacked it?
No, they got retail versions of the game. So they ended up with a retail version of the game. So when they send it out to retail, someone stole a copy from the
So
retail.
somebody that works at Best Buy took a game home. and they
Yeah,
shipped it.
exactly, and sold it. Someone sold it for a lot of money.
Yeah, no, totally get around that for sure.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's nice to say, like, just I think it's nice to see them doing this, and this patch. I mean, if you go to No Man's Sky's website there, and you can actually go and check out the patch notes. My goodness, it's a big patch. They're fixing a lot of different things, but they're adding a lot of different features that were not in the game previously to this patch. So I am very, very curious on to see what is happening, and what they do with this game as it grows. So, welcome back, Sam.
I don't know. I'm always dropped. I don't know why. Anyways, I think this is fixed.
Faster internet.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's the internet. I think it's just, I don't know. Oh no.
It's Google doesn't like your Apple products.
Yeah, that's what
It's probably what it is. I should probably just use Reg's tablet.
Next time.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
next time. I'm back.
Next time. There's always next time. So anyways, that's pretty much it for our news items this week. Now we just get to talk about Animethon and sort of our time there as it was.
I'm excited to hear about this. I missed it.
Yeah, Samantha, you being the cosplayer that you are, you don't go to Animethon.
Well, I don't
Animethon.
cosplay anime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do comic book, that kind of stuff.
There were a lot of like Harleys and Jokers there actually.
There was.
Surprising.
Yeah.
So you would have fit right in.
I totally would have.
I'm gonna go out and say this right now, right off the hop. There wasn't as many cosplayers this year. I went all 3 days.
Oh yeah.
All 3 days.
Did you go to Lady Beard's panel?
No,
No, we did not.
we did not.
We did not make it to any pedals.
He's
panels.
amazing. He's just like this professional wrestler that dresses up like the little cute.
Oh, is he the guy that
Yeah.
emceed the crossplay?
I don't know if he did the crossplay. I think he might have been. I don't know. They did.
I don't know. I follow him on Facebook. It's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, he was at Animethon. I think he had a panel. I'm not sure who was the guy who was
I
doing
think that was the guy that
It was probably that guy.
did the crossplay pageant.
Yeah. So there was a pageant
Mhm.
there as well this year. I think it was the first time that they did that.
It was
we
quite
did-
entertaining.
Yeah, it was quite entertaining. I had actually a good time going to that part of the event. like the cosplay show.
Costume contest.
Yeah, cosplay contest,
Okay.
and the
Cosplay
crossplay contest.
And the crossplay pageant.
The
It
crossplay
was a
pageant.
pageant.
That's right. It was a pageant because I mean, okay, there was
They had a talent portion.
they had a
It was-
talent
It was
portion.
kind of awesome.
They-
Oh, that's amazing.
yes, so the cross players all had to like do one, just answer a question that the judges gave them, and then they did another round after. So it was done in 3 rounds. There was
Like
a break in
pageant.
between. Yeah, so there was a break in between where they had the cosplayers come up, and then they came back, and then they did
Talent.
a talent portion of their crossplay. So some people sang, some people danced, some people did something else, that kind of stuff. And then they had one other like bonus round at the end of it where they were giving an emotion, and then they had to answer questions in that emotion
In character.
Oh, that would have been neat.
So
Yeah,
that would have
we
been
Missed that part, but it would have been pretty awesome.
yeah, I actually kind of sad that we had to take off of that.
The one surprising thing though that I thought, like when you say crossplay, I automatically think that more men would want to be dressed as women, but it was a lot of women dressed as men, and I felt like a lot of these anime characters are really androgynous. So to me, it was like, does this even count as crossplay?
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, some of those guys were like,
like if you look at a lot of the manga and the Japanimation or whatever, you're like, it could be a girl, it could be a boy. Meh.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So really, is crossplay really like? Do they need to specify that, or does it just need to be a?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like there was a bunch of girls there with beards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
It wasn't as extreme as I expected. I expected more extreme gender bending, but
you know, not when Allison does her Craven.
Yeah.
When she puts the fake mustache on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
She does a very good job.
Yeah.
Such a good job. I love. Did you know the lion's eyes on her vest are made out of spoons?
I did not know that. I thought you were going to say they're made of real lion's eyes.
real lion's eyes. No, they're made out of spoons. She's got some amazing sculpt skill. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So yeah, that was.
Oh man, I am a little sad I missed Animethon. I've tried to go a few years, but like, and lost in Grant McEwen.
It is a very big place, and it is confusing. I got lost. A few times.
It's taken me 3 years to figure it out. I think this is the first time I've actually got a full handle on. Okay, this is where this is. This is where that is. I know where the artist tables are now, and I know where to go to the merchants area, and I even know that there's some rooms where there's stuff happening in, like some of the gaming ends of it.
Yeah.
So I kind of got that down a little bit more this year than I have in previous years. But I
was there stuff in the parkade this year?
Yeah, that's where the merchants are.
That got me. It was like the merchant tables are all down there, and then they had the autographs in the parkade as well. And I'm thinking, you're bringing all these stars in, right? And you're sticking them in this smelly parkade. Like,
yeah, it stunk down there.
It was gross.
Dear.
Yeah.
It
was.
Well, you also got to
gross.
think, right? Animethon started off like super tiny,
like
one room, an hour thing. That's what it was. Like, I remember when you used to be able to get into Animethon with a food bank donation.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there should be a better room for them to put the autograph people in. That's just what I think. Like, the parkade is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think it's the biggest open surface they have.
Yeah.
Right.
It's true.
They do have a lot of classrooms that they can utilize, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also don't know how that works with Grant McEwen, right? Because I don't think Animethon is part of Grant Mac. I think they just rent the space.
Yeah.
So to speak.
But they did rent a bunch of classrooms for other parts
limitation depending on liability and.
Yeah, they did rent a bunch of rooms. for a lot of the
know. I don't
different
organize it.
vendors and stuff like that, which is kind of an odd thing. Like you like, oh, I gotta go see this thing. Oh, it's in a classroom up on the second floor down
In
the
the middle
hall.
of nowhere.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. Like I went to go see
Gaming thing.
oh man. Yeah, I went to go see
Are
Madsoft.
you looking at the panel list?
No,
There you go.
Madsoft. Madsoft Games. They had like a room inside the thing. And it was pretty good. Like I got a chance to actually try out the game that they're working on, which is Me and My Dinosaur. Which
Super
was
cute.
is super cute. It really is. It's a really fun
Cool.
game. It's really early still in its
Production.
production or development. So it's really good though. I really did enjoy it. What else did there was? Oh man, I saw. Oh yes, VR Ninja was there, which is you put on an Oculus Rift or a Vive or whatever. I think that the one they had was an Oculus, and you stand in one spot, and then like there's out of nowhere, you're kind of even like in a Japanese dojo kind of thing, and knives and throwing stars are being thrown at you from all different directions, and then you got to kind of duck out of the way. And it's a lot of fun. I love VR. I get hooked every single time, like the VR. I'm like, ooh, VR. So that was pretty good. And then they had just a bunch of just different various games that they had. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to check out for sure. It was probably one of my favorite parts of the whole convention. Was going to see Madsoft and their games that they had. Yeah, they just had a bunch of cool stuff in there that they're just kind of working on, and you got to like just play around with all that kind of stuff. So that was a lot of fun.
That sounds fun. It sounds like you had a really good time.
It was.
I take the camera.
Yeah, of course we took the camera.
I don't know.
Well, we'll have a video up in the next few days here.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we did this year is I usually go around and then I kind of just randomly talk to people and just kind of catch them off guard. This year I did not do that. I just went straight up for the cosplayers because that's when you go to this show. Cosplay is probably one of the biggest draws for me, and it's the community that's kind of based around that.
Right.
So I really do enjoy going to check that out and going to see that part of the convention. So yeah, so it was great to actually go and actually see them and talk to these people. And then on top of it, I got a chance to
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
And so I got a lot of different cosplayers this year. So we will have that video out soon. I'm about halfway through the video at the moment. So very excited about it. Yeah.
Well, I do find Edmonton has such a large cosplay community. Like there's tons of people everywhere. Yep. Sorry. It was a little loud. That it's good when you go to these events and you can just meet more people, and you can meet the people that have been doing it for years, the people that are just starting out, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that I really do enjoy about Animethon just as a whole is that this is a place where you can go and you can dress whatever way you essentially want and not be judged for it, or you're just free to do whatever because it's just that inviting of an atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I really do enjoy that part of Animethon.
You were saying that there was a lot of Harleys there this year.
Yeah, there was a lot of Harleys. There was a lot of different.
There was a lot of Spider-Mans too.
There was a few Spider-Mans.
Oh wow.
I did not catch a lot of them. But I did manage to like I did a couple Harleys, I think.
Mhm.
But overall, I just went for the more stuff that I didn't quite
Didn't
recognize.
know what they were.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's always good. I like to meet like, because especially with like a lot of anime and stuff, they're excited to talk to new people about what their stuff is, right?
Yeah, a
They're
lot
like,
of it's really obscure.
I love your costume.
Yeah. They're like, it's from
Tell
this
me about
random
where
little
you're
comic from
from."
Japan that nobody reads.
Yeah.
That kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, that was pretty cool. It was cool to see people that would recognize somebody's costume and be like, "Oh, you were awesome as this character and whatever," and like to see that connection people were making was really cool.
I got
Like,
a comment.
We talk about like super obscure what.
Sorry. I was just gonna say I just thought I got a comment from on Twitter here from New Music Michael. He said he saw a bunch of cool costumes toing froing from Folk Fest site because Folk Fest was going on this weekend as well.
Oh yeah, no, they're Edmonton. We're always so busy. The summer, we're like everybody outside for all of the things.
Yeah, which
Games
was
just
that
back
was
to
good.
back.
That was the other thing that I really did like about this year, because the weather was perfect. It was there was a
Really nice,
part
though.
where it was really
I
really
was
hot.
supposed to go for a run today, and I didn't.
It was great weather today. It looked like it was like cloudy, but it was like the right temperature for everything. Maybe a little bit
Yeah,
more
it was
muggier
nice.
than normal. And it was okay. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the weather. That was the one thing I really did like about this weekend.
Yeah.
Aside from having to pay for parking.
Yeah, that part sucks.
Yeah, I did not like.
But
having
any
to pay
big
for
event,
parking.
you're gonna pay for parking.
You
right?
paid for parking at Grant Mac?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I hate paying for parking.
Mm-hmm.
meters aren't free on Saturdays anymore, so totally sucks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, in that area, they're free some Saturday, like downtown, aren't they?
No, not on Saturday.
Not on Saturday.
We got a ticket once.
Yeah. Sunday it's now free. Saturday they took away the Saturday.
Yeah, it does.
I don't like why would you take away Saturday?
Oh, to make more money. Obviously.
Anyways.
So one event that happened at Animethon that we were not able to attend but wanted to because it was sold out was the Maid Cafe they had this year. It was the first year they did it. And I would love to know.
So cool.
Yeah, I would love to know from anybody that actually went how it was, because it looked really cool.
Yeah, so if you did go to the Maid Cafe, let us know. Give us a tweet or a picture or something, or I don't know, whatever you got there, and let us know how
it was
goes.
awesome. Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. You should have been there. Well, thank you. We appreciate that because we I'm sure it was.
We know we were supposed to be there.
We tried. They were
Stuff.
tickets were all sold out by the time we got there.
Yeah, before we even realized what was going on.
We
I don't
didn't
even know.
even really know what it was at first.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, this sounds cool. We should do this. Oh, it's sold out.
Yeah.
That always happens.
Yep.
It's always the way of the world. Sorry. I'm looking for a measuring tape right now. I have like 8 of them strewn about the house because I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go work in this area. Oh, I'm going to go work. And then when I need one, I can't find it. Which is annoying, but it's okay. I'm pinning things right now for Jordan's shirt. It's like old school like pattern here. People, if you're listening, you're not gonna be able to see it, but
Oh,
right?
It's like
Hot.
pirate shirt.
It's gonna look sexy. The big fluffy shirt, but it's got such a short collar that I had to adjust it to be like, and then we'll probably take it in a ton, but we'll see.
No ruffles on that one?
No. Well, we might put them on. It depends on how tight he wants his jacket. So, like, because if there's ruffles underneath and then it's like there, it's gonna be so tight in here. So I could make ruffles. Apparently, I'm going to be amazing at making ruffles going forward.
And your
Yeah.
poofy
poofy dress. It's supposed to be 2 meters wide.
That's
I
insane.
don't think I'm gonna make it
You're
a
not gonna
smaller,
move
I
very
think,
far.
so I can
That reminds me of
do things.
this Death Star lady,
Yeah, don't move too
Oh
far.
yeah, Lady Death Star.
Lady Death
She's
Star,
awesome. Yeah, she doesn't.
or
move
Lady
very far.
BB-8.
There was
It's the same thing.
So her skirt is built on a cage, right? So
Yeah.
she can just actually cut it. She did a super cute BB-8 costume at Calgary. I was like, what was that place called? With all the things.
place with things.
The stuff.
There was
I don't know.
a lady we saw at Animethon that had I don't know if she was a minotaur or a pony, some type of horse being. She had horse hooves, and she had like taken platforms and just cut the heel off, and she was trying to walk in them. And it was just like, man, you were not getting far in that.
Oh, she also, I think she was a unicorn.
A
She had,
unicorn? Oh,
she had
maybe
a-
she was a unicorn.
she
I
had
don't
a
know.
thing over her head,
I was
too.
just fixated on her shoes because I was like, there's no way you were getting more than 3 steps in those shoes.
Yeah, they were like
Well, so
they looked very uncomfortable. The things that people will go through just to put on a like a cosplay,
Just to be accurate.
just to be somewhat semi-accurate.
we know that. Trina,
Yeah.
remember our Cookie Trooper shoes?
I
Like,
do.
Come on.
I am buying new shoes before Edmonton, by the way.
They were
I
painful.
still have scars on my toenails from those shoes.
But they looked good.
They
so
did.
good, right?
They looked good, but I'm not wearing them again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna spend
No,
a
I'm
little
wearing the
bit more
ballet
than
flats.
I'm
when
gonna
we do this in Edmonton.
gonna spend a little more than $30 and buy some nice shoes that actually fit.
I'm just gonna wear the ballet flats.
Yeah, maybe, but you're taller than me. We'll see. Anyways,
Oh, the woes of
That much taller
cosplay.
than you. It still looked really like cute.
yeah.
I still have to come up with some sort of cosplay. I'm still thinking Jedi. That's probably the best I got.
Too bad you don't know anybody that's so.
Actually, okay. I have a thing. I will be right back. I found this today while I was searching through stuff. Just give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
All right. We will continue the discussion of Animethon.
Oh, remember the one costume in the cube? What was she?
What?
She was just wearing like a black box and she was shuffling.
Oh, she was the Death Note.
Yeah, that was
She
pretty
was-
awesome.
She was she was just a Death Note. She was just like a little
A
diary.
box, basically.
It was a diary. It was a book. And then it was just, essentially she was just wearing a box, and she was like
Pretty awesome.
a little slit for her eyes that you could just for her to just to see out of, and
She couldn't move very
she
fast.
could not move very fast because it was
Steps had to
not
be
very
short.
it was not very big, that box. But it was pretty awesome looking. I appreciate some of the detail that people will go into to make their different or
Handbag.
various cosplays.
Yeah.
We're just talking about some of the things that people like, the details that people put into their cosplays. And I really appreciate, just as a person who gets to just look at people's craftsmanship, seeing some of the stuff that people will actually go, the lengths that people will go to put their costumes together. There was one guy, he had a Ant-Man costume that he said he took like months to put together, and you could just tell that he had like crafted every little stitch of it. He had the gloves like with the buttons on it, and the whole mask and everything, and yeah, it looked really good. Like, he did a really good job. So I mean, there's some costumes that they people had this year that were pretty fantastic looking. Anyways, you had something there, Samantha. What is it?
Do you want a Jedi costume? I may or may not have a pattern.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
Want to help me make it?
You can
can't be
come
that hard.
over and use my sewing machine
Yes.
while I do other things. If that's
Yes.
what you're talking about.
Want to just, if you show me what I have to sew, and then I can sew.
Yes.
Yes.
Like we did for Cookie Troopers. When I was like,
Exactly.
Trina, cut this, and this is how you sew this. Have fun.
Exactly. There. That'll work.
I only had to redo a few stitches. It was fine. Let's put
All the
most-
stitches.
Simplicity
Stitches.
patterns always use like a good like what's the word? You always got a good like a 5/8 hem or seam allowance in it, so it's fine. Just lots of pressing.
All right.
I might even have enough fabric, maybe depending on what color you want to be.
Brown?
Well,
Black?
I don't know. We'll figure that. We'll work on that.
We can discuss this after the fact.
Time, maybe like a month.
What?
Yeah.
Red,
Animethon
I could do
Expo.
a red one.
Red.
Do you want to be bright red?
Are there any red Jedi?
Does it matter? Why can't you just be your own character, Dan? Why do you have to be?
I'm not saying
Han Solo?
anything.
The Star Wars universe is huge.
It is a
God.
large and expensive universe.
You know, if you wanted to be an Imperial officer, I know Jordan's got an extra costume.
Ooh.
Let me just see how much he wants to sell it for.
Would it fit? He's shorter than Dan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it was long, but we'd have to take it in a bit, I think.
That shouldn't be too hard.
All right. Anyways.
Back to the podcast.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this week.
What else happened this weekend? There was another event in the city.
Yeah, there was Fragapalooza happened this weekend as well. I really wanted to get a chance to go down there and actually kind of check things out and see how things were going, but I did not get that opportunity, just mainly because I was too busy trying to get all the footage from Animethon.
Animethon, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, that was pretty much it.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Let's just move in. Yeah, I did get to the chance. That was the thing. In between all my shooting, I had to catch Pokemon.
Yeah. There is nothing around my house. Like literally nothing.
Dan caught a Pikachu
I sit here
on
and
the
I'm like,
couch in our living room one day.
Yeah, that was the
The
only.
beginning of it.
That
Caught
was the
Pikachu
only
in
time
our
I've ever.
house.
That's the only Pikachu I've ever found. Was just that one
In the living room.
in the living room.
I got one today on the way home from Costco, so that was cool. Yep. I know,
Costco is
so Dan. Yeah, Costco. Oh, I
Costco
returned
has
that
Christmas
cheese
ornaments.
and Halloween costumes already. I'm like
Christmas ornaments!
Guys.
And
you're
Star
too
Wars
soon here,
Lego.
Too soon.
Star Wars Lego
On the cheap.
I
on the
didn't
cheap.
see that.
The Yellowhead
Really?
location had some $23 for $30 sets.
Yep.
4 different ones. I picked a few up.
Might be there.
Yeah,
I
that's when
try
we
to
go and
avoid
buy
the
all
middle section
our
because I'm usually
birthday
then I come out
presents.
and I'm like, I spent $400 on things.
I spent $100 on birthday gifts when I went the other day.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
what is with people having birthdays in August? It's crazy.
Hey, mine's on Monday.
I love you.
Next Monday.
Would you like Star Wars Lego for your
15th.
birthday?
We don't really do anything for our birthdays, like at all.
You should
They're just like, do you want something? And I'm like, how about no? How about we go for dinner?
do something is better than have
Maybe.
something.
I don't know. We'll probably go to the gym. That's like a good birthday. Considering, oh yeah, so we're doing a Grizzly. I'm doing one leg of the Grizzly Ultra Marathon. So Reg
Ooh.
runs ultra marathons. Ultra marathons are anything classified more than 50 kilometers. So he
It's
usually
crazy.
does them by himself because he's insane. So somehow at dinner with a lot of his friends who are super active. So let me just say this is what our dinner is. So there's me, nerd. I go to the gym occasionally. I run poorly. I eat food I like. That's me. Reg is an ultramarathon runner. He is a mountaineer, so that means he climbs mountains that are over 11,000 feet. He summits. He rock climbs. He bikes. He does all of this canoe, kayak, whatever. He's that outdoor guy. Two of our friends, they just had a baby, but the fact that they had a child didn't stop them from doing anything. Chantel, she just ran. She did the Red Deer Mutter race this weekend or whatever it was.
The Tough Mudder.
The Tough Mudder, yeah, she did that. While like 8.5 months pregnant, ran a 10K race.
Because that's fun.
Her. So her husband and her climb mountains with Reg. Wait. The table of fun friends is not done. Sitting else with us is our other friend couple. So Kyle runs ultra marathons with Reg. He does that. He does taekwondo. He does triathlons. He bikes. He does all this amazing stuff. So he's super fit. And his wife was going to be in the Olympics this year. And what was it? Pole vault. I always get the confused. Pole vault. Anyway, she does like all these things. So that's the table I'm with. And they're like, hey, let's do this. Let's do this as a fun run. And I'm like, what? And they're like, we need 6 people. Or no, we need 5 people because Chantel is going to solo it this year. So she's out, but we need 5 people. Hey, Sam, why don't you come join us? Do a leg. And I'm like, yeah, sure. That sounds like fun. Oh, good God. So I am now going to do a 5-kilometer leg in Canmore in October. And I have a poutine-shaped body. So I got to start running. So I'm probably going to go to the gym on my birthday. So I don't look like an idiot and die on this mountain race. Like one of the ones where you have to carry bear spray because you're in the mountains. So good.
That sounds like
here, do this 5K up a mountain. Here's some bear spray for you.
Okay. This is now. Yeah.
You can have some serious pokey eggs doing that.
That'd be good. Yeah, I should just plunk it in my phone. How much data I use. Good. Save up for it. Usually we use Live Track so I can find Reg wherever he goes in the mountains.
That's a good thing.
So I'm like, he hasn't moved in 20 minutes. I should go find help. Like that's what it's for. But yeah.
Ooh, that's the bottom of the cliff.
I thought he was at the top of the mountain.
I'm gonna run a mountain race because I can. Oh my God.
That sounds awesome.
It's gonna be fun. So as I sit here, so you guys know my backyard a little bit, right? You know how I've got that hops vine that's on the back of the house?
Yeah.
It has somehow gotten into the apple tree now.
Oh dear.
So there's like my house, and then there's a deck, and then there's an apple tree for people who have never been to my house. The hops has somehow gone from the house to the apple tree and is up in the apple tree. And I'm sitting here looking at like all these vines, and it's just encasing the apple tree. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna figure out how to get those out. But anyways, that was my side thought.
That sounds great. All right, so I think we're just about running out of time here. I'm just going to go on to our upcoming events that we have up on our website. Trina, where can we find our upcoming events?
On our website.
/ upcoming events.
What's
thank you for the website. That's what I was going for. I was fishing for our website.
I can't remember which one it is.
NorthernNerdNetwork.com.
Okay.
All right. So that's NorthernNerdNetwork.com. NorthernNerdNetwork.com. Yes.
What's the website again?
NorthernNerdNetwork.com. So if you guys click on that little
network.com.
Click on the little tab at the top of the screen. It's a little tab.
Top.
Yeah. It says upcoming events. Click on that. And there you will find all the upcoming events that Animethon has to offer. It's awesome. Kelly from the Nerd List feeds us many events that happen around the city. He's been slacking the last little while, so I haven't put too many. He's actually busy planning actual events. So anyways, I like to always mention lightsaber training that's happening every single Wednesday at 7:00, Churchill Square. Pretty sure is it Churchill Square this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Well, it's either Churchill Square or Centennial Plaza.
It's
if
one
you're in
or the
Churchill
other.
Square and you don't see people with lightsabers, go to the one behind the library.
Yeah.
There's not very many weeks left,
there.
though, is there?
No, there is
August
not
is-
that many weeks
no.
left. So get in there,
No, is there
get out there, get
4,
lightsabering.
5?
It's a good way to stay in shape.
Sure.
And
'Cause
then we go hunt Pokemon after.
That's right. That's how this works. There's lots of different various Pokestops down in Churchill
And
Square.
you can connect to the Edmonton Public Library Wi-Fi for free, so you don't use your data.
This is true.
Poke hack.
This is the tricks of the trade. Also, there's speaking of Pokemon, there's a Pokemon Go kickoff at the Legislator. That's happening on Saturday, August 13th, and that's from 10 o'clock in the morning
What are
to
they
8
doing?
p.m. There is just thousands of people just gonna go and play Pokemon Go. I don't know.
And crush the server.
No, I don't.
Meh.
I don't. That's how it works.
There's thousands of people playing Pokemon Go at this
Yeah,
exact moment.
Exactly. So they're all just gonna congregate like as a community.
And
If you're
stare at their
playing-
phones.
Yeah,
And
then walk into each other.
other.
That's how this works. So there's going to be, I'm sure, lots
Yeah.
of lures, lots of people throwing Ultra Balls. It's going to be good times. Good times.
Oh, I haven't gotten Ultra Balls yet. Oh, well. But
Yeah.
I won't be attending because that's Reg's birthday.
Yeah, we won't be
Sorry.
here. So
How come you guys have your birthdays so close to each other?
I don't know. We thought it would be hilarious to have our wedding on the 14th of August. So he's the 13th and I'm the 15th to get married on the 14th.
that'd be
That
crazy.
would be absolutely hilarious. But it was
Just-
either get married
just
last summer
rackets.
because that was on a Saturday. Yeah, right. Just like done. He won't ever forget our anniversary. I won't ever forget it, right? But then the next Saturday is in like 5 years, so I was like, nope, getting married in October now.
Yeah.
But no.
Missed opportunity.
Well, if we had been on it sooner, I mean, really.
Could have worked
And that
out.
more comes down to him asking me.
All Reg's fault.
It is all his fault.
uh,
And I'm quite happy.
and so the last big event that we have
Oh.
up on our website,
What about the Fringe?
the Fringe. Fringe is this weekend.
It's not a weekend, maybe. It goes for 10 days.
All right, 10 days, whatever. It starts this weekend. Yeah, and it goes for 10 days. All right, so yes, go to the Fringe because the Fringe is going to be awesome. And then the last event that we have is the Animethon Expo. Obviously, is going to be the big one in September. It's going to be exciting. I'm pumped for it. We have our name in for a panel this year. I'm sure we'll get it. I'm very excited. So we're going to do that.
For the expo?
Yeah, we're planning on doing a panel this year.
Our live podcast.
A live podcast on site. It's gonna be awesome. I know. In front of people.
Well, we'll have our booth again this year, so you guys can. Oh
and
wait,
they've-
like an actual panel
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
Your name's on it, by
Wow.
the way.
Yeah, you put your name on there.
Oh, okay.
I asked you already a while
That was a
ago.
while ago.
Yeah, Trina, you know how busy my life
I
is.
know.
It's just
It's
like
totally
if it's
fine.
not in my Google Calendar, I don't even remember.
Okay, so that's that. But during the last little while, they did announce some guests, their media guests. They have Alex Kingston, who's known for Doctor Who and Arrow, ER. Jill Marie Jones, is known for Ash versus Evil Dead and Sleepy Hollow and Girlfriends. John Delancey. Delancey, yeah. He's the one I'm probably the most excited for right now. I love Q
Hate you.
in Star Trek. They just put Star Trek: The Next Generation on here, but he was in Voyager as well.
He was.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
Well,
I'm
and
sure he
guys,
was in
all of the Star Trek episodes are up on Netflix right now.
I know.
We're
We are
May or
watching
may
them.
not be
Voyager.
rewatching TNG.
We're going through Voyager. We did TNG a few years ago.
Yeah. So
Good
we
times.
gotta
I just started.
we'll
Season
probably
2.
do it again.
I started watching Gilmore Girls again.
That's
In
because the Gilmore
preparation
Girls
for
is
the
coming back.
new one coming out.
Yeah.
And
Tried getting back into that, and I was just like, I'm done. Nope.
I still love it.
Ted Raimi is also coming out. He's also on Ash versus Evil Dead. He was also on Spider-Man and his, Princess Warrior.
Warrior Princess.
Warrior
Mr.
Princess.
Dyslexia.
I don't know why I say that. It's terrible. That's pretty much about all we have for this week. Samantha, where can people find us on the internet?
You. But you all cut out. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. I'll ask Trina. Trina,
What'd you say?
where can we find you? Where can you find us on the web?
NorthernNerdNetwork.com.
And what about our YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/Northern Nerd Network.
And how about the Facebook?
Facebook.com/Northern Nerd.
And on Twitter?
At Northern_Nerd.
Awesome.
We are also on Instagram, although I think I
don't have
posted
Twitter.
one whole picture.
You don't have Twitter?
I do, but I never use it.
Okay. Twitter's a good source for us, or for me personally, because I use it all the time, especially when I'm doing a lot of our social networking stuff. That's the one I typically use the most. That and Facebook. Trina and Samantha, I think, do stuff on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
The Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.
I do absolutely nothing with Facebook now.
You're too cool for Facebook.
The only thing I do on Facebook is Messenger. It's about all I use Facebook for now. And so that's about it for us.
Contact Dan by text then?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just
snail mail.
Yeah, just call me on the phone. I'll go.
But don't leave a message.
Just rotary dial.
Yes.
That's pretty much it for this week. I want to thank everybody out there for watching and or listening to this edition of the Nerdcast. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
It still says we're